Morning, girls. How we doing? We're back with Chantel Marie, Foodie Beauty of the Reverts of the Merriams. This is first weigh-in after Canada. I have to, we already know, she's gonna lie, no one cares. Just so everyone knows, in the time that I was off, I say it like it's just a job or something like that. In the time that I was off on my vacation, guys, I actually didn't follow Gorlworld at all. At all. I didn't watch anyone else's streams, I didn't watch anyone else's videos on it. I basically was barely ever near my computer, so I was never on Twitter, and I only have my computer on Twitter, so I never really saw, anything that was really going on, and pretty much all I did was watch Hololive and VTuber shit. That's pretty much all I did. So I don't really know a lot of what's happening. So it's really weird to look at the thumbnails of the videos, and it's just this one, which is a weigh-in, and then the next 18 in a row are eating, whilst with really blatantly clickbait titles I can't leave my house, or Salah has a second weight. Random clickbait titles, because it's really? Are we at that stage of the career where it's you're so bankrupt, you have to just do constant clickbait, Amberlynn style shit? Because the most recent ones that have just come out within the past couple days are my medical issues and her looking sad in the thumbnail. So I'm assuming I'm probably going to watch a couple of these, and we're probably going to end up skipping to there, because all the mukbangs, the second wife stuff, I'm not even interested in that, because it's so blatant please give me attention, guys. I'm well, I don't even care. I don't even care to watch that one. I guess though we'll find out what weight she's claiming to be, because she tried to make out that Canada was the worst place in the world for her, even though obviously the storyline is it's the best place for her because she has to go back for the healthcare and everything like that. So she did nothing but eat the entire time. I'm expecting she gained 30 pounds. Let's see what she pretends to have lost.
Hello guys.
Hi.
Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to another video.
Oh, she's back in Kuwait, guys. So you see, assalamu alaikum now, because she's back in Kuwait. She couldn't say that in Canada because I don't know. The Christian god lives there. He'd come down and beat her up or something like that if she said assalamu alaikum. But now that she's back in Kuwait, she's in the all black. She's going for the really traditional look as opposed to the more brightly colored one she's wearing in Kuwait. And it's assalamu alaikum, guy, bismillah. She's remembered suddenly she's a Muslim revert the second she's back in Kuwait again.
So in today's video, I show you my weigh-in, kind of how I've been eating since being back.
No, you could have just said the kind of. I show you my weigh-in. Well, kind of, because it's definitely not going to be real.
And talking about my struggles with food while in Canada.
You're 500 pounds. I'm at the point in life where I feel like I don't need you to tell me about your struggles with food. I look at you and I go, yes, I understand.
Kind of versus while being here, to give you a bit of insight
back
on
2
what I
days.
struggle with on a daily basis as a binge eater and food addict. So if those subjects are triggering for you, you might not want to watch this. Protect your mental health, guys. She is so kind and loving. She's back in Kuwait, so she's a Muslim revert now, so she's kind and loving and caring and everything like that. She's not a raging psychopath anymore. She's just, she's in Kuwait. That just means she's a good person. Now, I guess, bro, I'm sorry. How about you don't try and give anyone advice or guidance or anything like that when you're 500 pounds, please. Health. So yeah, I apologize, but I'll see you in
the what the fuck crimson chin looking ass is this? Look at this thing. Holy fuck. Damn, son. She looks like that Dream. Remember when Dream did face reveal and he pulled a weird face and he looked like he had a giant chin? That is just every single shot of her. It's every fucking pause a masterpiece. Holy shit. I like girl chins. Fantastic. I don't really care. I don't really care about your opinion on food addiction and fast food and all that shit. When wasn't it just 6 months ago when she was scared YouTube was going to start cracking down on mukbangs and all, she suddenly claimed she wasn't a binge eater, didn't have food addiction or anything like that because she was scared her mukbangs were going to get in trouble. But now that YouTube isn't really doing anything about that, she's like, yes, just so you know, guys, I am a binge eating food addict who eats on camera.
the next one. So there's many of you who actually have asked me to be very open and forthcoming about my struggles, because it helps them, because a lot of people deal with these things. There's a lot of people with BE.
I'm going to say there's maybe a lot of people who deal with some form of food, food addiction or binge eating disorder, something along those lines. Very few people are actually 500 pounds though. So I'm just saying you're still the rarity here.
Binge eating disorder, or just people who have issues overeating, and there's people who have issues
oh my god, thanks for
food addiction. And
bro, thanks for fucking explaining. I get it. See this expression she's pulling right now of how little shit she gives about the stuff, and she's going, yeah, blah blah blah, mineral ads and fucking just food, and here's another mineral ad and stuff mineral ad and some mineral ad. See that? See that expression she's giving, how little she gives about this shit, as he just mumbles out an incoherent fucking word salad just to get as many mid-roll ads in as possible? This is how I feel about all this shit.
So on and so forth, okay? So, if you're new here, I have, a few new audience members, as you can see.
I have a few new audience members. Hey! Point to me in the fucking crowd. Guys, stand up, get on your chair, introduce yourself to the world. How you got through the Fortress Ministrath of the fucking algorithm and ended up here. I have a few new audience members. That's really suspicious. Ever since you bought subs, weirdly your sub count hasn't increased whatsoever in like the last 5 months. It's kind of suspicious, actually.
I'm a larger woman. I've been...
As you can see from just my shoulders upwards, because I'm like scared and I'm sitting in my fucking gamer chair in the living room like a normal fucking human does, I guess, with the Ramadan decoration still up, because I guess it is true. I guess Salah doesn't live here, because why the fuck would he still have the Ramadan decorations up when Ramadan ended about a week before this?
You're overweight since I'm a child.
Since I'm a child. She is currently a child, guys. Since she is currently a child. You're about 17 children put together based on your size. I'm sorry, like, I'm a larger lady. Do you know what? Larger needs to be, like, in all capitals with, like, 7 spotlights shone at it. It's, like, thick with 17 fucking C's. You're not a larger lady. You're super morbidly obese. Can we just fucking fix this terminology, please?
Around maybe 9.
Are you giving why are you giving history? No one who's watching you. We look at you, we know you're fat. That's it. It's like every time you watch 600 Pound Life and it's just like, okay, spin your pants. Well, I like eating chocolate. I know. I don't care.
Gaining some weight and becoming more and more obsessed with food.
More and more fat, yes.
I still struggle with that today.
No,
I think I will.
Foodie! Look at this liar's face here. This fucking woman tell me she struggles with food. I couldn't believe it. You're sitting there, a size 00 supermodel. Did the 500-pound woman really need to tell me I still struggle with food when her entire content is eating hubcaps worth of food?
I'll probably always struggle with that.
No.
I just have to learn to manage the symptoms as it goes.
What? No, you don't manage the symptoms, you manage the issue. If you manage the issue, then there won't be symptoms. Or I need to manage the symptoms. That really does show her mentality, where it's like, well, guys, I guess I have super diabetes and my leg is currently falling off. But I just gotta manage those symptoms by, I don't know, occasionally going to the ER and asking for an insulin shot because I ate too many fucking Jamaican jerk patty chicken things. Oh, sorry, that's me managing the symptoms. It's like, how about you just don't eat the fucking Jamaican jerk chicken patties? How about you just maybe do that bit and then you won't have a symptom?
So there's just a lot of things going on. There's hormonal issues when you are used to overeating. There's also maybe a traumatic event.
There's also, what's that term? Oh, not having a life. I'm just gonna say, when you're like lounging around, because like I've obviously experienced that a lot the last couple of weeks, when you're just kind of lounging around, you do eat more because you're just like, I'm bored. Well, I might as well have a packet of crisps. I'm bored. I'm watching a movie here. Well, I guess I'll have some popcorn or something like that. Because you're bored. You're not doing anything. So, like, I understand recently, certainly. Like, that's the problem with Chantal. Chantal literally has no fucking life. It's like, I'm looking at the couples channel. I'm going to do, like, a live stream just to do, like, the whole third season so far of the couples channel. Because why not? That sounds fun. And you're looking at it, it's like, oh, I wonder what I've missed in the past couple of weeks. He said it was going to be lit or something like that. It's probably going to be incredible. And then you look at it and say, we went to a pet shop. And I guess she talked about the fucking hotel she stayed in Thailand last year. Like, that's how lit the season seems to have been so far. Of course, she got in the pool. Like, I can't wait to watch that one. I've like deliberately not seen anything to do with it whatsoever, but I'm kind of excited to see that one. But it's like this is our third season of our couples channel. We're 3 weeks into her being back Q8, and it's like, what have you done so far? We went to a pet shop. Oh, is that it? Is that outside of your building? Is that literally all you've done? Yeah, I went to a pet shop. You know that pet shop she's already went to 4 separate times on the channel? She went to the pet shop again. It's like, oh, wow. Cool, bro, wow. Maybe get a life and then you won't just sit there fucking eating the entire time. I don't know, maybe do that.
There's also, binge eating disorder, which is actually a disease where you have trouble fighting the impulses to just eat and eat and eat.
Wow.
So there's various different things people have.
Thanks. None of it's her fault. Like, this is literally this entire spiel. It's like, just so you know, I can't be held accountable for anything I do because it's a disease. I don't know. Like, maybe I don't know. Like the exact dictionary definition of the word disease. Okay, I'm gonna be really straight and just say that. But I've never heard someone refer to like a mental issue as a disease. Like me wanting to eat a pizza, that's a disease I have. It's like, I don't know if that's the terminology. Maybe it is, but I just don't feel like it is.
These conditions for different reasons. So I won't get into that today. I've talked a lot about that, and I'm still kind of figuring that out, actually. So yeah.
How are you still figuring it out? You've acted like a fucking expert on it for 6 years now.
Basically, I just have to kind of figure that out and
you said that twice now.
Continue to work on that. So.
Do you want to get to your point?
But
mid-roll
I'll show you my weigh-in now.
I can't wait.
I weighed in today. It was April 27th, so Saturday. Wow. And I wasn't dressed.
Does that matter? Does like Saturday matter at all in this?
So I like to weigh myself like with no clothing just to get more accurate. Like this jilbab, for example.
So that's it. I'm gonna assume what that thing you're fucking wearing. It probably adds maybe a pound. You're 500 fucking pounds, bro. You could put a 50-kilogram backpack on you. And honest to God, it really wouldn't make that much of a difference to your BMI at that point. So can we not? So she just did the Amberlynn thing. I was right. She's doing the clickbait titles. And now she's doing all my weigh-ins have to be naked, guys, so I can never show you my actual weight. Oh, shrug, guys. Oh, God, we're doing that, really?
Very heavy. The abayas are heavy.
It's not.
So actually, I think first I'm going to show you my weigh-in from when I was at the doctor's office. I saw a diabetes doctor.
Oh, the fake one.
I forget the name right now. What kind of doctor they are.
The fake doctor. Didn't people like work out that was like from the MLM or something like that? Like the Unimate thing? Or was it like a general clinic? It wasn't like a specials. Because like, hasn't she changed like her diabetes stories like 400,000 fucking times? Because she's not even on diabetes medicine anymore. When was the last time she talked about actually having diabetic medicine?
But I am going to show you that weigh-in. I think I was 166 kg.
Oh.
So
can we just hurry up?
No.
So this is the fake one. Okay. This is the fake one. Where you... so this is the fake one. For anyone who hasn't seen, because I didn't notice it at the time, but people made a point of it. So Salah goes around to like film her from the left here, to lean in and film it. But then you see her hand, see the way her hand comes out here, the shadow? It's because she reaches out and she grabs the edge of the cupboard so she can adjust her weight. So there you go. That's how you know it's actually a fake weigh-in. Because she's making it sound like, the doctor was the one who weighed me! And it's like, it doesn't sound like there's anyone else in the room with you. At no point do we see anyone else in the room with you. Surely the doctor would be standing beside you checking your weight then. It wouldn't be Salah checking your weight. Salah's not a doctor. I can only assume. I don't know. She's changed what profession he has like 400 times. Maybe at this point now he's just pretending to be a doctor as well as I can afford the flights back and forth. But yeah, this weigh-in is fake. We're all knowing that. See? Yep. There we go. Right, fantastic. So, it's a fake weigh-in. As we're all fully aware, doesn't matter, doesn't count. There's literally no way, based on her body shape, she's 166 pounds. Sorry, 166 kilograms.
All right, you guys. Today is April 27th, 2024.
Wow, sure. Wow, this weigh-in where you didn't even stand on it. We didn't even get to see her stand on it. What the hell?
So, I am down some kgs.
I'm down some kgs. Do you know what? You said it like you believed it. I just have to believe you. Could you even just lie convincingly that I am terrible, genuinely, actual dog shit. So we don't even get to see you step on the scale or anything like that. We just get that broken ass, janky ass scale of her stepping and going, oh yeah, 100% guys, I totally lost weight. You know, in Canada, where I literally did nothing but eat the entire time? Yeah, I lost weight. Lucky that, isn't it?
Which I am very happy about. I'm not gonna.
Which I am very happy about. Have you ever heard? I'm pretty sure I've mentioned it before. Smiling with the eyes. Surely, if you're expositing some good news, you would seem somehow happy about it. It's like with my last video because I was looking at it, going like, well, what should I title it? And I just saw like the whatever's the thumbnail I'd seen of it, like the picture I'd taken that I was going to use as my thumbnail. It was just her eyes, and she looked miserable. And I was like, the misery in her eyes. Just look at this. Look at this. There's no happiness at all in her. And this is the woman telling us that in her weight journey, she has lost kilograms of weight, not even pounds, kilograms of weight at this point. So it's like, what, she's nearly down like, what, 10 pounds or whatever, because she claims she's down like 157, was it down there? So she claims she's lost like 10-ish pounds or more. And she's like, yeah, so I've lost some weight or something like that. It's like, well, okay.
Why?
Look at her.
Good for me. I'm happy with any loss.
I'm so happy, guys. I have lost so much weight. This is so good of me with my big fucking swollen second face.
So I hope I can maintain it and keep.
Look how Look at this. This is her trying to like say, "I'm so happy I lost weight." It's like she looks like someone just told her she can't finish the cake by herself.
Especially for health reasons. So yeah.
Fake laugh instantly looks miserable again. Well, it's not really a fake laugh. It's like a nervous laugh because like I think it's like her body reacting to like lying so badly there. It's like you know when you say something awkward and you like awkwardly nervously laugh after. It's like that, and then her body like reacts to like the nervous laugh by looking even more miserable.
Since being back, I've been trying to keep my binge eating in check.
Sure, bro.
And
we literally did a storyline before.
Junk food.
Sure, so, bro. Again,
I'm not saying completely eliminating.
We're literally. This is. I feel like I've gone back in time. Watched the last of it time she came back from Canada. This is like see the way she keeps looking down. I am convinced the script from last time is just sitting there and she's just going through the script again because this is literally exactly what she said last time.
Junk because I find that to be too drastic, and then that can trigger binges. So, but I've been trying to just go back to. I don't know if it's instinctive eating because my instincts are kind of all whacked out. Like they're all, you know.
But your intuition is also dog shit. Like everything about you's dog shit. I know my instincts are a wee bit. No, you're everything. Your personality, your cholesterol, your waistband, your waist size. Sorry, everything about you is shite. Shite. That's why you need to go to like a specialist. Hate you. That's why you actually need to go to like a therapist or psychologist or some shit like that to try and get sorted because everything you related is genuinely shite. So I wouldn't trust you. I wouldn't trust your calorie content. You'd suddenly develop what's like numberlexia or calclexia or whatever the fuck it's called, where like where you fuck up. It's like dyslexia but with numbers. It's gonna be like that. In her head, she looks at something that says, "Well, don't eat this. It's 900 calories," and she's like, 7 calories. Like it just like deletes half the numbers in her fucking head or something like that.
They need to be reset. Bless you. Is there anything cuter than
Is there anything cuter than cat? Not you. Not this shit.
Cat sneeze? No. So
is there anything cuter than cat sneeze? No. Instantly looks miserable again. She's so sad. And I am honestly here for that because it's fucking funny.
Anyways, until my hormones reset and everything like that, I've just been trying to pay attention to hunger. So, for example, in this shot...
I honestly think you probably spend too much time paying attention to hunger, hence the 500-poundedness. Maybe you should pay less attention to hunger.
I've been eating... I ate this twice already since being here.
No, you probably ate 2 of those in one sitting. That's the... you know what? You're an English major... I'm a potato. I will correct your grammar for you occasionally. You ate twice of these because you pretended you ordered one for Salah, who's probably like your headmate at this point. He doesn't actually fucking exist. So you were like, oh yes, I'm going to order one for me and one for my husband. And then she sits down, sets it opposite her, and then just eats both of them, but convinces herself, like I said, everything about her shit, she convinces herself that Salah ate the other one. This is my new headcanon here.
It's one of my favorite meals. It's like a fried whole fish.
No, how unlike you.
Fish. I think it's tilapia. With some rice, some fried eggplant, some bread. I've been eating all of it. Yep. I didn't eat all of the rice, so that's the thing.
Okay. I did. Totes for real didn't eat all the rice. Well, it didn't eat all the rice in the second one. I did leave one piece of rice left. That's actually what she means by it. She left 1 grain of rice. And it's like, didn't eat all the rice technically.
Maybe less than half of that.
Sure, bro.
And I eat.
I hate when people do this because they always do this. It is like Amber Heard, all these people, they will always like buy like a full fucking meal and you're like, oh, but by the way, I didn't even finish it. And it's like, sure, bro. Do you know what? Fuck what? I usually waste money myself. I usually pay for entire things that I'm not going to eat as well. I just do that for a laugh. You know, I'm just, why wouldn't I just do it? Why wouldn't I maybe just order like maybe the child's portion of rice then? If you're not going to eat the full thing, why would you eat the full adult portion? It's like, oh my God, it's almost like you probably do just eat it.
1 bread. I eat the fish.
There was more than 1 bread in that fucking pile. She showed us a picture of like 3 fucking naan bread, and she's like, oh, see, didn't even eat. They only ate one of them. It's like, why would they be out if you didn't eat them?
You know, with my cat and hamster, but I do.
Oh my god. And your husband, and your husband, Chantal. Remember Salah? Do you remember him? Remember the guy you pretend your husband? Why does she always forget Salah every single time she talks about her fucking household? And she's like, oh yeah, that's him.
All the fish, you know, and the eggplant, and I have.
Wait, so did she just say she gave Julia and Howie? I don't care really as much about Howie. Did she say she gave them her fried fish as leftovers? Why the fuck would you give an animal fried fish?
1 round of bread, and I have maybe less than half of the rice.
Oh, there goes Julia, probably having a look around, see if there's a comb anywhere to brush her.
That's what I've been eating, and that's like a decent meal. I feel very good after that. I don't feel too full, too bloated, and I don't feel hungry after. So
let me give my predictions, because this is obviously like nearly 3 weeks old at this point. Let me guess. When I watch her newest video, which is obviously the health scare one, so clearly her weight journey must pay off. I guarantee she looks fatter. I'm just going to say, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say, I bet she looks fatter.
That's kind of how
Ron, Julia!
I've kind of been not stressing too much about, I don't count calories. I don't do any of that yet.
I noticed you're 500 pounds.
I think that is just, it really just makes things more overwhelming for me at the time, especially just starting out. So I'm just
You're not starting out. You're 7 years into this shit. I'm just starting out in my health journey. Your channel started as a health journey. Bro, you've been dieting longer than, I don't know, Julia's been alive. Julia and all of the Howies put together have been alive.
Starting small with a small victory so that I can build that momentum. I can be proud of something and feel accomplished about something, but something that's realistic and not too drastic. And
this is literally the same shit we always get.
Diets, these restrictive diets, fruit only diet.
Bro, you literally, the last diet I remember you doing is intuitive eating. Like, remember the fucking time when she was pretending to be bedbound because she didn't want to go for a walk with Stella? So she was like claiming, it's like, oh, every single day I eat a massive chicken dinner and I have cheese and I dip bread in this like yogurt and shit like that. I just doing intuitive eating and I've lost like, I don't remember how much she claimed, lost like 14 pounds or something like that. Something like ridiculous. He clearly did not lose. Like, that was intuitive eating. Now it's just like, oh, this is the first time I tried. It's not.
I do think that, for a person without diabetes, that could be beneficial for short term, but I don't believe that long term eating only fruit would be healthy. To each their own beliefs. This is just mine. But I used to think that. I used to do like all kinds of diets. You guys have seen the cycles, right?
Yes, I've seen you fail literally everything and end up being 500 pounds. Yes, yeah. The one time she kind of half smiled is talking about just being a massive failure.
Right, so the infamous diet cycles, and it's hard. It's really hard, it's probably the hardest thing I'll ever have to do. And
not eating cheese is currently, in Chantal's mind, the hardest thing she has ever had to do is not eat fucking cheese.
Is to overcome these things. So
yeah, but like, whoa, look at the proper ass stroke face. Holy shit, even like her fucking eye is fatter than this one. Holy shit. What's wrong with this side of your face? Jesus.
In Canada,
there's too much fast food.
Weight at one point. A few years back, I was like 402. And I remember being weighed at the hospital when I went in.
Wait, was she pretending 400 pounds was her heaviest weight? Are we really doing this? Like, are we really... Like, I'm genuinely curious. What is 402 pounds in kilograms, whichever she's claimed to be right now? Okay, 402 is like 180 kilograms. And she was claiming, like, earlier on to be like 165, which was a loss. That was a loss. That was back in December. That was her having lost weight, was when she went down to 165 kilograms. In her make-believe Narnia fucking land. But her heaviest was only 15 kilograms heavier than that. Fucking no way, bro.
I can't remember what I went to the hospital for at that time, but I was very unhealthy, so...
well, I don't know. Was that like the time you were like avoiding the Sam's Bar Lounge video? Was that the time you did the Starbucks bees on the way to A&E because you were having fucking heart palpitations or some shit like that? I don't know. Which of the many times you took yourself to A&E because you were trying to get around drama?
I was there... not too often, but often enough. Too much.
Like all the time.
So they weighed me and I was like 402, and I remember like, oh my gosh, I'm 400 pounds,
Wow.
So I haven't been since...
Oh, crazy, because you're 500 pounds now, so... Like, You know what? You're a winner in life, kid.
Then that weight, especially not in Kuwait. I don't remember what my highest was here, but I remember the doctor, I was 166, like I showed you, 166 kg, and I'll put whatever pounds that is here.
No.
So
I guess you're just not going to do that. Thanks. I guess you're just not going to do that at all. Like, okay, so she thinks she was heavier in Kuwait than 166. I'm going to make a point. When you are like 500 pounds, a couple of kilograms is not a big deal. It really just isn't.
So yeah, in Canada, in my most recent trip, I had the car and I would go back to my old habits, sometimes eating fast food twice a day. And
what does the car have anything? You've done that. I've literally seen you do that in Kuwait. People have directly shown that sometimes you do 2 to 3 mukbangs in a single day. There are times when she uploads 2 mukbangs a day. Oh no, but only in Canada because she has a car? Like what?
Just,
delivery.
Going for a fast food meal, eating dinner with my family, and then maybe going out for another drive later, just driving around, enjoying the sights, eating whatever I wanted,
Yeah, you were definitely out traveling around because you wanted to see the sights, not because you were driving to Burger King. This is exactly what I said in the other video, where it was like, okay, well, I bet you have lunch with your aunt, then you have lunch with your family, and then you have lunch for the stream. That's entirely what you did.
Just go out and eat whatever I want and just not tell anybody about it. Just be like, oh, I'm just going to do videos, whatever, which is true. I would film things and go for small walks and stuff like that.
Very small walks.
For mental health, because the amount of
walk
I did wasn't doing anything for it.
Bro, you weren't walking after binging for your mental health. You were walking because you felt guilty afterwards and you were trying to monetize. I'm a big fatty fat, look at me, I'm doing so well, I'm lying to my audience again by pretending I'm going out here and I'm really sticking to my diet and fixing myself, guys. Oh, it's a health journey, I'm doing so well, guys. Yeah, that's why you're doing it, because you wanted to lie and put on, once again, the attitude that you are winning, that you're doing well in life, when everyone just looks at you and knows your shit. It's so sad that she tries so desperately to convince us that she is winning, and she is doing so well, but literally everyone who looks at her goes, you're fucking miserable, bro.
But I feel like I do have a bit of a change, because I realize my age, I'm 40 now, and I also realize that
matters.
I have a lot more health issues than before, and
like any of this really makes a difference. Oh, it's like she's 49. It's like, oh yeah, that's so different to being 39 and 354 days as opposed to 365 days. That's so crazy. Oh, that's definitely a different person. Like, oh, well, I realized I was 400 pounds as opposed to 399 pounds. Oh, that totally changed my life. Why do people keep pretending these like tiny differences really make any difference? It's like, you have all these health problems now. You have always had health problems. You literally were the person who just said that you went in Canada all the time to A&E. You have always had health problems.
They're serious, and I want to live. I want to live a long time.
Why?
I want to have a 6-pack.
Like,
I'm serious about that goal, by the way.
This is how serious she's taking it, guys. I want to have a 6-pack. Wow, are you gonna throw on the Everest bit as well? Imagine, actually, like, this is what I say. I don't think that people who actually watch her and pretend to like her. Actually, like, I genuinely think they're like fat fetishists. You just want to see her eat herself to death. Like, because you can't watch this and be like, oh, no, she said she wants me to have a 6-pack. This 500-pound woman who only gets fatter and is like super diabetes and is more than likely going to lose a foot before she even can see her fucking abs. Oh, she's gonna have a 6-pack, guys.
I want to live a long life.
Why do you?
If I get healthy,
I don't even want to be a dick. I feel like I'm going to be it. Why? Why do you want that? Why? Genuinely, unironically, Foodie, why do you, and I'm not talking about the general fucker, I'm talking about you, Foodie. Why do you want that? Why do you want to live a long life where you are slowly losing all of your money? You're hiding Kuwait to stay away from Canada because you've gone bankrupt 17 fucking times at this point. If you live a full long life, you'll have gone bankrupt 300,000 fucking times. Like, you're sitting alone in your fucking apartment because no one likes you. You have no friends. Your family are fucking miserable anytime you're nearby, so much so that you're banned from filming inside the fucking house. What is there for you? This is why I say, go out and get a fucking life. Before you want to say, I want to live for a long time, how about you do the life bit first before you decide on how long you actually want to live for?
It could just be beginning, and that really depends on how much work I can put into it. So I'm
zero so far.
The hard work of it. I'm craving to keep up my home and be proud of my home and what I cook.
So is the exact same shit that like people like Boogie and all do, where they're like, oh guys, I'm addicted to working out. Oh, I'm addicted to going to the gym already. Oh, I'm addicted to fucking eating salads. I love salads so much. It's like, do you? I'm gonna say, I look at you, and I think that you don't. I think you're fucking coping.
Kitchen, keeping up in my kitchen, where I nourish my family here and myself, and take care of myself.
That totally normal human sentence that people say, where I nourish my family. So it's like you're feeding a plant.
Like I want this to be the beginning, the big 4-0. I want this to be the beginning of a new life for me. You know, I could do so much in life if I just overcome this. And you know, time is going to pass anyway. I keep telling myself these things over and over. I have a lot of new tools.
Okay, imagine, we're all, like, take out our brains, pretend. Foodie Beauty loses all the weight finally. She's like 180 pounds. She actually has a six-pack or whatever the fuck it is. What could she do then? Like, if she lost all the weight and she wasn't like a train wreck suddenly, she would go bankrupt overnight, because literally no one would fucking watch her out that, which she is fully. It's why she keeps clickbaiting her fucking weight, because she is aware that if she loses weight, literally no one will care about her anymore, because she's not as big a fucking trainer. She's not a circus show anymore at that point. What could you do if you actually overcame? Like, just straight up, like, brutal honesty, what actually could you do with your life? Like, nothing. Like, genuinely, literally, you don't do anything with your life as is, and you being fat doesn't affect that. It doesn't affect your ability to go to Thailand. It doesn't take your ability to go to a museum or anything like that. Her being fat, it's really not as big a burden as she's trying to pretend that it is. It's like when she goes on a fucking plane and she flies to Canada and she always comes like going like, oh my god, like she's like Rocky and she's just gone like 32 rounds with fucking Ivan Drago. You just like being a victim. You just like having a quote unquote hard life. You want to have a hard life. You want to be the biggest victim because you know full well that no one will actually like you for you. So you want to try and coerce people into liking you by claiming that you're a victim, by claiming that everyone bullies you, by claiming that everything is so much harder for you than it is for everyone else. When, to put it bluntly, especially if you are actually the weight that you are currently pretending to be, the 150 kilograms or something like that, which really isn't even that insanely heavy compared to like people like Amberlynn and people you see on 600-pound life. What the fuck is actually holding you back? The answer would be fucking nothing, but you're lazy.
So there's a lot of things I'm going to be utilizing, and also I'm going to try to just be utilizing a lot of myself and my, you know.
Well, there's a lot of you to go around, which is probably unfortunate. Like, imagine having to, like, you're Foodie Beauty, you're pretty much the most useless person who's ever existed. What can you rely on yourself for? You're in this position because of you. You are the last person you should be relying on. Okay, guys, we're just gonna skip to the end because it was just the same stuff over and over again. Like I said, right at the start, when she kept glancing down, honest to God, she may have been working off a script because it was exactly the same one she did when she came back last time, where Canada's bad for her, Middle East is so much better, she's gonna cook at in the house all the time now, she's not gonna make certain foods because they're trigger foods. She's going to control herself and she's going to be so much better now. And she's lost so much weight already and she's so proud of herself. And it's going to be just the first weight she's lost in a long journey of losing all this weight because she's so incredible now. The only funny bit was her randomly saying that because she's a Muslim now, all she wants to do is help people because I guess just like once again it's just like the Muslim roleplay thing of it's like, well, I'm a Muslim, which means I'm just like an amazing great person now, because I wonder if that's how she actually thinks. I wonder if she actually does just buy into that, because obviously no one likes her. She is like a terrible, like genuinely detestable person, and I think she just thinks, oh well, I'm a Muslim now, that means I'm just a better person. You know, like people, because you even see it on like other religions too, where people just suddenly become religious and they just think, well, I'm just a better person now because I'm religious. So I think she's just trying to do that. But, like, she looked miserable the entire time, so I don't even think she buys it, like, whatsoever. I'm gonna go back and cut out bits and pieces of this video, because it is just the same thing, just, like, over and over and over again, and it's just kind of boring. Yeah, I guess we'll go on to the next one, then. Catch up quicker. Okay, guys, we're on to the next one. This is huge kitchen restock haul. So this is, like, the one directly after her, like, sitting there patting herself on the arse over and over again about how she's, like, the greatest person ever now. She's a Muslim, so she's basically the best person ever who's going to do everything and lose all this weight because she's so incredible now. And also, by the way, as she mentioned, she's a Muslim again now that she's back in Kuwait. She's still a Muslim again, I guess. So, like, is the next one. And I am very tempted just to skip a lot of the videos. I might watch it in my own free time, or maybe I'll watch, like, someone else. I don't know. Like, maybe you guys recommend who I should go and watch you know, do the reactions to them, because I just kind of want to sit there and just quickly plow through them just to catch up in case I missed anything overly funny. Because I don't really think you guys are going to be that interested in watching mukbangs from 2 weeks ago, because if you're just looking at the thumbnails, I feel like I get enough information from the thumbnails, because the next one after this is like 35 minutes long and has like travel nightmare, and it's like, okay, so it's just another made up story about her travel again. I don't want to piece together a obviously fake story over 35 minutes of her loudly chewing. And it's the fact that it's a 35-minute mukbang right after she's talked about how much weight she's going to lose and how she's doing so much better. You go to the next mukbang after that, the dish is bigger than her entire torso. You go to the mukbang after that, she's like trying to look sad on camera, being like, I'm struggling or some shit like that. And you're just going back and forth through it where it's like, I'm sad, guys. Everything's so hard. Next mukbang, giant plate of gravy, and they're going, yeah! Looking like super happy on camera. Then the next one is pretending Salah has multiple wives. And then the video after that is her like explaining the multiple wives thing, because it's like, okay, so obviously she did something for clickbait. Then she's trying to pretend she's like shocked by people like reacting to the clickbait thing, because it's, well, obviously a joke. That's what I assume from it. I haven't even watched it yet. This is what I can just assume by looking at the titles and the thumbnails and whatever she decides to write on it. So I'm not going to show most of the mukbangs or like the really blatant clickbait stuff, because I'm sure it is absolute fucking nonsense, and I'm sure everyone in the world has torn them apart by now. I'm going to try to do this one, and then after that I'm probably going to skip to, like, she does like a fashion show one, which is her like making Western clothes modest, because guys, I don't know if she's mentioned it once or twice yet already, but she's a Muslim again, because she's back in Kuwait, because, you know, that's where Allah lives. He lives in Kuwait specifically, I guess, because when she can't be a Muslim in Canada, but when she's back in Kuwait, that's just magic, I guess. Is what the Muslim energy flows into her. It's like the spirit bomb at the end of Dragon Ball Z. I guess we're just gonna get into this huge kitchen restock, because I do love these. Let's go.
Hello guys.
Hi.
I hope you're having a wonderful day.
Yep.
Today's video.
See the way she said, I hope you're having a wonderful day. That's because she's a Muslim now, and she's really nice. Because she's a Muslim. Are we all catching up, guys? This definitely isn't a performance or anything.
It's going to be me, just showing you.
You by yourself, alone, again.
We restocked the kitchen.
What is with your left cheek? Look at this fucking face! Jesus Christ, she's terrifying looking. It's me, alone, in my apartment, you know, again.
Kitchen full of food, because when I went.
Do you think someone could drain this? Do you think what would come out of this if you decided to drain this cheek? Would it be gravy? Do you think, like, the reason she, like, obsesses over the fucking hamster so much is she's learning from the hamster, and this is where she started, like, she doesn't, not in this much, as much, but her left cheek is where she stores all of her extra food, so she can just, like, munch on it throughout the day. Is that why she likes hamsters so much?
Went to Canada, last month. I had kind of...
When I went to Canada last month... We're on 1.25 speed! How fucking slow are you talking? Jesus. I know I kind of talk a mile a minute every once in a while, but holy actual fuck, bro. It is so blatant because you're trying to stretch these videos out.
Cleaned everything out, and we gave away the remaining food that we had, that I know that Salah would not be using. Cooking is...
Okay, so you were leaving. Specifically you, were leaving for Canada for a couple of weeks. So you cleared out all of your food. You cleared out and gave away, which obviously you didn't, you just ate it. Like, let's all be honest with ourselves. You just sat there and just ate everything you had in your cupboards probably before you left. That's a wee bit suspicious. Does Salah not actually live there?
It's not his forte, it's not his job, so he was just ordering.
It's not his forte, it's not his job. Like, I'm not sure if, like, this is her basically being fucking racist. Because, like, you know, she likes to accuse everyone of being Islamophobic. Are you being Islamophobic because he's an Arab man and you're just like, oh, he can't cook, I guess? Because, Arab man, so he can't cook. That's not his job. I didn't think he was a fucking chef, bro. Like, I'm not saying it's his fucking job. Or is he doing he's like, you know, she's like pretending he's actually not like 35 years old. Is she doing that bit where she's acting like he's like an 18-year-old teenage boy and he doesn't know how to cook? Which of the two is she going for? Because I'm going to assume since he lived by himself, he probably can fucking cook.
Small things like snacks and fruits and stuff like that. So...
She really makes him sound simple, like he doesn't know how to work a fucking toaster.
Restock my entire kitchen
Why would you need to do that?
I stayed in Canada and I came back to Kuwait. So
yep, that didn't exist.
I had to, you know, organize everything. So this is actually a lot of stuff is left out, and I have to put it away and reorganize everything. But this is the first haul of food, and I'll probably still
the first haul. Imagine having like stages of it's like Gears of War. It's like Horde mode and Gears of War. This is the first wave of food. There's like 17 more after this. This is the first stage of food getting put into my cupboards. How much food have you got?
So, I mean, we have a pretty standard fridge, and of course there's the freezer part.
Are we allowed to see
and
it?
That's what I hate. Like, I've always wanted one of those extra little freezers because, not a huge one, like for like family size, because it's just the two of us, but sometimes when things...
Well, most people would consider that a family. Like, remember the way she keeps calling it her family over and over again? Except for, like, freezer-wise. I guess they're not family freezer ready yet. Like, I'm sorry, why do you want an extra freezer? You have plenty... Like, based on what we've seen, it's a normal-sized fucking freezer. You got plenty of room.
Go on sale that you can just freeze, you know, or preventing, you know, leftovers from going bad. You can just freeze them.
But that doesn't make any sense because your stuff in your freezer goes bad. We have seen you using like freezer burned like pita bread and like was it peas or something like that? What else was it? It was like when she was making her casserole, like all the vegetables she was put in were freezer burned. Like your shit actually does go bad because you're so bad. I guess your freezer's probably like filthy on the inside. Or because like you keep buying so much food, you never end up actually going to your freezer. Because most people would have like shit in the freezer and they go to it because they don't have a lot of food in the house. So they would go to the freezer every once in a while. Be like, oh, I've got that. Oh, I might as well use that. But for Chantal, she buys food so often she never even gets to the stock.
So I always wanted like one of those little freezers, but I just never ended up getting one. We don't really have the space. You know, we have just enough space for what we have. So we kind of make do, but yeah. So
got a MacBoost. What was it? I don't know why in my head I thought that made sense, and then I said it, and I was like, "That's not even close. That wasn't even close to rhyming."
A lot of these things are just staples. A lot of it's you know, affordable food.
Get to the fucking point.
Food. Groceries here compared to Canada are like, it's like half price. It's so affordable. I always say like Kuwait is like pre-inflation Canada prices. Like it's a very big difference. I noticed.
Like, are you meant to be making me feel better? This is the woman who said, I've gone back to Kuwait, definitely not so I could eat loads of food. And then like the first thing she talks about, apart from explaining for fucking 3 minutes straight about buying food, about justifying why she has to buy so much fucking food, it's straight into then how cheap food is and how easy it is to get. It's like, oh, you're definitely not here so you can eat yourself to death.
Things quite bad price-wise, inflation-wise, when I was in Canada, which is too bad. You know, I know everyone is struggling.
Which is, it's just too bad that I couldn't afford even more food.
So, I hope that I can do some meal ideas with these groceries, pretty, you know, humble meals that are affordable and can give people ideas. Maybe we can all share ideas.
The fuck looks at Foodie Beauty, the 500-pound woman, goes, I want to copy her eating habits. Unless you're a Homer trying to eat yourself into becoming disabled so you didn't have to work at the power plant anymore. Who the fuck would copy her?
For stuff like that. So yeah, so let's get to this.
Let's get to, shall we?
I'm just gonna go around my fridge and cupboards and show you because I already put some stuff away. Some stuff still has to go in.
Okay, so she's already hidden some of the shit that she bought. Anytime she does shit like that, I was like, oh, okay, so you've already hidden it.
I'll just show you what I have. All right, let's go.
Wow.
So coming in first.
It seriously took us 3 minutes 40 seconds to get to the groceries in this grocery haul because she was explaining why she had to buy this much shit, and it starts off with like 3 packs of cling film.
We have some cling wrap for preserving food.
300 feet of cling film, just in case.
Wrapping food, and some Kleenex brand.
Wow.
Paper towel. All right, so here.
Oh my god.
We have.
Look how much fucking tomato paste there is. Holy shit.
First up, we have a 3 liter of cooking oil. This is corn oil.
How long is that gonna last? Are you gonna drink that shit? Why would you need to get because I'm assuming she gave away the last stuff or dumped the last stuff because, you know, pretending that she wasn't coming back or anything like that. This lasts. You didn't need to get rid of this.
Oil. You use oil a lot in cooking, obviously.
Oh. Maybe you shouldn't. Maybe that's why you're 500 pounds.
This Johnson Vita Rich body wash, very scented, because you get
huge kitchen restock body wash. 100% she bought that thinking she could fucking drink it. If it's in the kitchen restock, she thought she was drinking that shit.
A free one with it, so that's a good deal.
Remember, guys, super rich. baller. She makes so much more money than everyone together. She is the queen of Gorlworld because she makes so much money, guys. Maybe next time I fly, I'll get first class. I got a free bottle with it. It's a really good deal, actually. And I got 3 things of cling film because it's on offer. It's absolutely fine to buy responsibly and to be careful with your finances, but not when you're trying to like, boast on everyone and claim to be a fucking baller.
I left these out of the fridge. I did have some for breakfast, Salah and I.
Yeah.
It's very messy.
Still on you, definitely.
And this is MacDouce, which is...
I love how many times she has to say, I did something, and then reword it always straight afterwards. Go, me and Salah, actually. I remember he existed now. Me and Salah. Not just me. My husband, too. Salah, the husband. The person who definitely lives with me.
Stuffed eggplant. Yeah, it's little eggplants that are like pickled and stuffed.
Really good for you.
With like nuts and peppers and tomatoes and stuff like that.
That sounds like it probably would not be very good for you. Probably sounds like quite a lot of calories in that.
I think. Actually, I don't think there's tomatoes. I'm not sure. But there's definitely...
She literally claims she loves these, and she's not even... It's like me saying, I love pizza. What's a pizza made of? I fucking know it. Bro, I have no idea. It just shows up.
Peppers and nuts and stuff like that inside.
It's like stuff in it.
With bread. It's really good.
Why do you eat with bread? It looks like it doesn't look like you can make a sandwich out of it. It looks like it's its own meal.
We have some miniature pickles. These are my favorite pickles. I love these.
Like
you guys know this is a repurchase. A couple bottles of hot sauce.
Yep.
It's like the Red Rooster brand, but it's like a more local brand, which is cheaper. We have some luncheon meat.
It's like I said, everything is about cheap affordability, prices, inflation. It's like, okay, bro, I get it. You're not a big baller. I get it. Stop trying to flex on people. That's all I get. Like, wouldn't care if she came out and said, guys, do you know what? I barely get by. I make so little money. I barely get by. It's like, all right. I wouldn't even make fun of her for it because who gives a shit? But it's the fact that she wants to try and claim that she is a big baller who is like dunking on all the haters, that she makes so much more money than all of them. And it's like, bro, you're literally talking about how you had to buy the discount version of hot sauce because the local brand is cheaper.
Salah loves this.
Does he?
I don't love it, but I don't hate it. 2 jars.
I don't love it, but I eat it anyway. Yeah, I know, you're 500 pounds.
Of pasta sauce.
Oh, and even more
4
sauce.
4 cans of full, which is fava bean stew,
and a nice
which is a
Chianti.
breakfast staple here. Some fresh peaches. I love peaches.
I love peaches. What, that one looks like fuzzy. That one looks like it has gray spots on it. That one's already off.
Some spaghetti. These are little mini pizzas that I just shove in the air fryer whenever I'm being a lazy housewife and I don't want to.
You're 500 pounds. I'm assuming most days you're a lazy housewife. Housewife. Don't housewives have to be like capable of doing like anything? If you're like a stay-at-home housewife that she's trying to pretend, wouldn't you like be capable of anything? She makes like hoovering sound like the biggest challenge she's ever had to face.
Feed my husband right away. Just give him this. Some potato buns. These are really good for.
I appreciate the shout out.
Burgers, homemade burgers.
Yep.
And some tuna in water. These were a really good deal, actually.
I can't. All right, how about is that first class ticket? Come along there.
This I love, and I'm gonna try to eat in moderation.
I love she's just not even fucking pretending. Every single time we have done this new diet thing, she has shown up with these exact same fucking noodles. Every single time. 2 days later, she comes out and says, "Yeah, I binged on them one night." Every single time we're literally stuck in a fucking time vortex.
I will eat in moderation.
Yeah, definitely. 100%.
Indomie. Now, Indomie is not a health food, so there's ways that you can make it.
Indomie is not none of the shit you have is a fucking health food.
Healthier. If you see the picture, that you can add broccoli.
If you see a picture, you can add Jesus Christ. Is she seriously explaining that you can add fucking vegetables to food? You can make it healthier, but that doesn't make it healthier. You're just adding shit. The broccoli in itself is healthy. The noodles are bad regardless. Like, the meal, you're really just adding calories at that point. If this is your cheat meal, you do occasionally, stick in some fucking broccoli and doesn't make a difference.
And proteins and stuff like that. So,
she's explaining how noodles work.
I probably won't, but we'll see. I don't have broccoli. And
I don't have broccoli. I'm showing you this massive food haul. I could have just bought some fucking broccoli. I have noticed that there hasn't been any vegetables so far, so I'm gonna get. Assuming she hasn't gone to like, what was it? Is it like a soup kitchen or whatever it was she was going to, where you get like donated food? She hasn't shown any of that stuff, so I'm assuming she hasn't done that yet.
We also have this Kitco brand variety of chips.
Yep. Like how many packets are in there?
Which is still unopened, but
which is still unopened. You literally just got them through the door. That's such a weird thing. They're still unopened, guys. It's like, yeah, what? So are you trying to like get praise because you didn't eat them from the doorway to here, from the doorway to the counter, with walking them 10 feet? You haven't eaten them yet. You're so fucking incredible, Foodie.
Different varieties of chips here: ketchup, chicken, salt and vinegar, lightly salted, which is
Wow.
always the last to go.
Oh my
Hot
god.
and spicy paprika.
Thanks.
Tastes like paprika.
Paprika! Why do you say it like a chicken?
I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, it's almost like a barbecue.
It's paprika. Who the fuck doesn't know what paprika tastes like?
All right, Salah loves these. These are an easy snack for him.
Oh, once again, something unhealthy that Salah loves. That is so lucky, guys, especially because it's cheese related. Definitely couldn't be for Foodie. Is she going to say it's a good deal because you got one free?
As well. Cheese puffs. And...
cheese puffs? Why are you fucking just like awkwardly pointing at it?
chocolate croissant.
Yep. Is that for Salah too?
And here, look at these beautiful cucumbers. Wow. How we love
Only cucumber you've ever fucking seen. I've never heard anyone describe a cucumber as beautiful.
these. So these are for
definitely.
Howie and for us.
Yeah, definitely. Howie's
it's
is
cheaper
still.
to buy them in the case.
Have we seen Howie yet? Which Howie are we on to? What color is the new Howie? Imagine she just shows it off. It's like fucking black this time or something like that.
Case. So.
Guys, that's normal for hamsters. Oh, you got a tan.
Fresh from Kuwait Farms.
Wow. Cool, I guess.
All right.
How are
There's
you
some
deep
pita
breathing?
breads.
You literally took 3 steps out of the fucking freezer and you're deep breathing.
Freeze those right away. I sliced some fresh multigrain sourdough.
Sure, bro.
And froze it.
Yeah, you definitely sliced that. It wasn't pre-sliced or anything like that. Why do you have to add that? It's like not even impressive if you did do it yourself. I sliced the bread. It's like, wow, congratulations. You're like a 7-year-old.
I love these chickens.
Yep.
These are a staple here.
Of course you do.
We have an ice cream sandwich for Salah.
But it's for Salah. Everything. Literally everything. How many times have we done this? How many times has she shown shit and then turn around and go like, oh, fuck, accidentally I ate the entire thing by myself. How many fucking times? But no, everything, every snack food in the entire house is all for Salah.
I know you're thinking, yeah, right.
Yeah, we are.
So these are frozen chickens that I will be
I know you're thinking you're right. Yeah, you're 500 pounds, bro.
cooking. They're very versatile. So yeah. We have here
Look how much shit she has. Oh, the chicken tenders, the ones that you don't like that Salah definitely eats, and then you got caught eating them, and then you like genuinely freak the fuck out because how dare people like keep track of what I say, even though it was like one video apart. If anyone doesn't remember, literally last time she's like it was like last time she was in Q8, I think it was like 4 months ago at this point. She did one of these hauls, showed this like literally this exact same fucking bag, and said, "These are for Salah. I don't eat these." And then literally like the next meal was her eating them, and she got really upset that people pointed it out.
a little pack of chicken tenders
For Salah,
to put in the air fryer. This is old.
No.
This is paratha. Huge
bread.
bag of French fries.
Wow.
These are really good and
Literally everything she is showing here is terrible. It is all bad.
so cheap. This whole
So cheap, by the way, guys. I can afford first class plane tickets, no problem. I'm a big baller.
bag, almost. This whole bag, 900-gram bag of chicken thighs.
She is genuinely struggling to like read. Like not even like the Arabic parts. She's actually just struggling to read the English parts.
Is like
Oh yeah, what happened to her glasses? Remember she suddenly showed up in Canada with those fucking ridiculous looking glasses and then they just disappeared? Maybe that's why she's struggling to read, because she lost her glasses.
But as you see, we don't have much room, so I would have liked to stock up. They were
You actually have a lot of room. Maybe if a third of your entire freezer wasn't taken up by ice cubes, maybe you would actually have room, because right now, a third of it's ice cubes and a third of it is fucking chips.
on sale, but I can't. Got a couple packs of.
Yep.
It's a mix of.
It's mince. I can literally see it. Yep.
Don't mind. I have to clean out the freezer again.
You literally just said you did. I had to clean the freezer. Well, maybe you should have done that when it was empty. You know what you just said? That you emptied your entire freezer when you left for Canada? Because, you know, definitely Salah's definitely living there, guys. Maybe you could have, like, cleaned it then?
And some mixed veggies. I love these. Just adding these to, like, rice. Like plain
Especially when they're freezer bred. They're so good.
rice or something. I love them. Or just on the side of any meal.
Yeah, sure, bro. I never see her eating vegetables at the side of any meal. When the fuck do you eat vegetables? Look at this. There's like 2 entire rows basically just dedicated to drinks. But guys, toast for real. It's probably all sugar-free. It's basically water, guys.
And lastly, the fridge. We have some
yogurts today for salad too.
Like flavored yogurts.
Yep. Yogurts, yeah.
Strawberry, vanilla.
Yep. I can literally count.
Got some butter, chocolate as well.
Lot of butter. You have a lot of butter. You have 4 fucking pieces of butter. Okay, guys, we're skipping to the end here because it was weird because like when I said there was like 2 shelves were entirely dedicated to drinks. So there's actually more drinks, and every other bit of space in the entire fridge was dedicated to cheese. It was all like full fat creams, full fat milks, fruit juices, sodas, or cheese, and then like a tray of eggs. That was the entire contents of the fridge. Everything was just cheese or fucking like high calorie drinks. Terrible, genuinely like really bad. If I cared about her in any way or cared about her health in any way, you would be like, well, this is incredibly concerning. She is clearly going to eat herself to death. However, I don't care. So, but yeah, it's really what I expected from her. I can't believe she's gotten to, because I used to really enjoy these. I can't believe she's gotten to the point where she's even like making these boring, where it's just sitting like, we've seen this before. Yep, we've seen this before. Yep, we've seen this before. Cheese, different type of cheese, 3rd type of cheese, 4th type of cheese, high calorie thing. Oh, that's salad, these, milk, yogurt, other yogurt, different cheese. It is just that. And it's like, okay, Foodie, I just, you're so fucking boring. That's really all I have to say. You're just so fucking boring. No wonder your channel is dying. This is what I said about in the last video when she's talking about like she could do so much if her weight wasn't an issue, basically. And it's like, could you? Because this is what you think is like Kino content that you deserve to make $20,000 a month making this content. You think this is actually worthwhile entertainment for people, and it's like you're sitting there going, "I bought some crisps. Do you want to know what flavors they are?" It's like, no, not really. I don't particularly give a fuck, kid. All right, that's gonna be it, guys. Have a good one. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.